So in today's video, I'm going to discuss why there are instances in which I stop using this because there are better alternatives and show you how I created these images. So hi everyone, this is Jiggie, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. So as I said in my intro, there are some instances wherein my flash is not the best option when it comes to off-camera lighting. There are certain situations that these little guys are actually better. Now to show you what I really mean, I will take you behind the scenes during an actual engagement shoot and show you a few footages where this one actually shines brighter than my flash. Okay, so here goes. We're really just waiting for the sun to set and hoping, cross our fingers, that La Union doesn't fail, because La Union always gives us amazing sunsets. But let's see if we have the photographer's curse. Every time we're shooting something, the sun never comes out. So we'll see. Hopefully this one will change that. So I had my flash in this particular shoot because I wanted to shoot during sunset. I was really hoping that we have amazing sunsets, or I would get an amazing sunset. And that's where the flash really shines, because I need to overpower the existing ambient light and put some light on my subject so that I can get those beautiful colors. However, let me show you. All right, let's see. So I have here my Photix Raja D60. It's feathered going up so that I don't get a hot spot here in the floor. It's powered by Photix Indra 500. I'm using the Sony A7R Mark IV with a 50mm 1.2 GM lens. And we have our couple posts here ready, so we're just waiting for better. So that's what I normally do. I normally post my subjects already before the sun even sets because I don't want to have to be rushing. Meaning the best time to actually shoot will be when the sun sets below the horizon line, because so that's when all the beautiful colors start coming out. You can see that the situation right now was already very cloudy, but we were hoping against hope that for some reason or another, the cloud would just burst out with beautiful colors, because we never really know or can predict what will happen. And we have our couple posts here ready, so we're just waiting for better. So while we were waiting, I decided to take a few snaps already, and this was the output that we were getting. You could see that the light was shining on them, but my sky was really dull. Unfortunately, we were never really able to get a beautiful sunset, and this is where this particular light comes in. There is something though that I want to discuss a little bit further. Whenever I am shooting sunsets like this picture that I'm going to show you right now, I always want to color my flash to match the color of the sunset. Now the color of the sunset is normally on the warmer tone, so I would put in a gel filter here to match the color of my existing ambient light, which at that time would be my sunset, just to give that really nice look of light that makes you think whether or not it was lit artificially or not. Now that particular statement that I just made, the color of the light, I believe is equally as important as the quality of the light. The color of the light should always match that of your existing ambient light to make it look harmonious or to make it look elegant. That's why I started falling in love with lights like this. This is the Nanlite Forza 60B. This is a continuous light. It's a battery operated continuous light, and it is bicolor. So the nice thing about this one is that you could change the color temperature to match that of your existing ambient light. So if you're shooting in the warmer tone, you could just shift the colors of this one to make it warmer. And that's perfect for particular shots such as this one that I'm going to be showing you guys after, because we didn't get a good sunset. However, I really do feel also that if you don't get a good sunset, you shouldn't stop there, because most likely you will get a beautiful blue hour. Now for blue hour, you need to be able to gel your light or make your light color to about 3200 Kelvin to bring out the blues in the sky, which is exactly what I did. Oh, before I show you that, check this out. Look at this, is my speed light. This is my Sony f60RM. This is a Nanlite 60B. Look at the size difference. Hardly any size difference already. Now I'll talk about this light afterwards. So let me show you. Worst case scenario, if we do not get that beautiful sunset, because of the cloud formation, we're gonna get an amazing blue hour. That's why I have here my Nanlite. This is the wait, what is this? The Nanlite Forza 60B, it's a bicolor light. So that I'm gonna shoot this at, I'm gonna set this light at 3200 Kelvin so that it will become even more blue. And with this cloud formation and the blue hour, that's also gonna look amazing. So we're not gonna make them stand up anymore from where they are. And I have here the lantern softbox for the Forza. This is a 60 cm lantern softbox just to give a nice overall light. So one thing that I love with this continuous lights now is that the technology is there that, as you saw earlier, I showed it, it's relatively small. Price isn't that much. They're consistent. That's the most important thing. The color of light is very consistent. And I could set this one to any color temperature that I want, provided that it's between 2700 Kelvin or 6500 Kelvin. Though there is a colored version of this one that can do full RGB, but personally for photography, it's not something that I really need. Now, I also set my white balance to 3200 Kelvin. What that does is that any particular area in my frame that's going to be hit by this light will become neutral. In other words, my subjects, so long as they're hit by the light, will become neutral color, and everything else that's not going to be hit by light will be blue, therefore enhancing the blue hour even more. The only downside with this particular light is the fact that it is a bit weak because this is only 60 watts. That's why Nanlite also came out with this one. This is the Forza 150. This is not a bicolor version though, but they did come out with a bicolor version. So this one is about 2.5 times stronger than this one, and it's not bigger by much. So this is actually a very, very good alternative. It can also be powered by batteries. However, I would actually need the bicolor version to really make this work properly for what I am doing. So eventually I might change this to the bicolor version, because for me the bicolor is really the winner feature of all these continuous lights. So let me show you what I would do with them. Beautiful, that's it. Ruby, tilt your head to your left, then chin down, then face me a bit, some more pa, there, and then chin down and smile. There, close your eyes and smile. Melvin, smile too. Now that also solves the problem of ambient light shooters, or basically those photographers who don't want to use off-camera flash, because by using continuous light, it is like you are using ambient light. All you have to do is point the light, power it down a bit. Well, basically that's how it is also with flash, but this one, the most important thing with this one is what you see is what you get. So that also allows my assistant photographers to shoot exactly what I'm shooting from different angles or different focal lengths, because the light is continuous. Plus, the light coming from continuous light is generally softer than that of flash. I also use this particular light for weddings, actual weddings, because it is faster for me to shoot that way. And let me show you how I actually use that exact same setup during a wedding. You can see that I have my 60B here again, my Nanlite Forza 60B with the same modifier, just giving a flood of light towards them. This entire area was lit using tungsten light, therefore giving me about 2700 to 3200 Kelvin. But I also set this one at 3200 Kelvin. The upside of that one, aside from the blue hour, is that you also get greener greens. You could see here, just from the behind the scenes photo, the camera already adjusted its white balance and gave you this really nice green tone. And look at the final image. You get your blue sky here, you've got the greens here, everything is so neutral, everything's just beautiful, and we were able to take that in less than a minute. Again, the downside of continuous light, especially this 60 watt, is that we do lack a bit of power, but it is perfect for after sunset. Before sunset, I would usually use my flash to control my existing ambient light, but after sunset, it's this one all the way. I would stop using my flash altogether, because after sunset, this is also where these new cameras come into play, because these new cameras have amazing high ISO, so it allows us really to shoot in situations that we wouldn't shoot in before, because we could bring in so much ambient light and just use these lights to focus our light. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And if you did like this video, subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to see more of my images, you could also find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggie Alejandrino. Okay, till the next video.